Good morning, Simply Social Stories here today on site at Dillsburg Veterinarian Center, catching up with the Unleash Foundation. And my partner, Marsha Blessing, is MIA as a host today. She is enjoying the beautiful sunshine in Myrtle Beach with her family, so I hope she's getting away. And Marsha, hopefully you get to join us. If not, that's okay. Soak up that sun, and can't wait to hear all about it next week.
For both of us.
Yeah. So we're here today with Mickey of the Unleash Foundation.
Hey, everybody.
And she works here full-time at Dillsburg Vet Center. And they have an upcoming 5K. So what day is the 5K, Mickey?
It's July 28th. It starts at 8 a.m. promptly. Sign-ups start at 7 a.m.
Okay.
And it is on City Island down in the city of Harrisburg.
So first question is, tell everybody out there watching that maybe has never heard of the Unleash Foundation. Tell me what the Unleash Foundation is and tell me what you do. Tell me the purpose of it.
Sure, absolutely. Unleash Foundation started out with Libre. For those that don't know, Libre was a dog that was grossly neglected and brought to us here at Dillsburg Veterinary by Janine Guido of Speranza. And during the time of his recuperation, he ended up going worldwide, not just local, but worldwide. During that time, we had phone calls from everywhere. When Libre's monies were totally taken care of, we had people calling in saying that they wanted to help other animals that needed help. So we went ahead and Dr. Pryor and Sharon actually discussed doing something based on what the people were requesting. So they came up with something called Libre's Gift. When Libre decided to go out with the governor and the Senate and make a name in the law, we decided that it was best to unleash him, to let him do what he could to help other animals, which allowed us to unleash and help the animals that we could hear. So what is it that we do? For those that come to us locally that need assistance where the end result would be euthanasia or relinquish of their pet, we will step in and help them if they don't have the money to do it. There is some pre-qualifiers and whatnot, and I can speak to anybody about that. But that is what our organization does.
That's really good to know, because I understood that it started, of course, with Libre, and I understood that you help people with medical bills, but I didn't realize it was just that simple, that if there was somebody that was in need, they could contact you here at Dillsburg Vet, and you would help them with assistance if that would work out.
Yes, if the pet has a catastrophic where the end result would be death or euthanasia relinquishment, we will step up and do what we can to help them. Now, the work does have to be done here at Dillsburg Veterinary. If it's something that Dr. Pryor cannot do, we can't help them, because right now we do not have the ability with other veterinarians outside of this building that would step up for no cost and help out.
Oh my gosh, that's really amazing that he does that. And we were just chatting as I pulled in. There was a gentleman here at Dillsburg Vet that I believe his exact words were, "Dr. Pryor walks on water." And
yes.
Everybody in the waiting room just chimed in and just talked and spoke and attested to what a wonderful doctor he is, and that he's just the best. And to yourself, Mickey, and the rest of the team here at Dillsburg Vet. So that was really awesome to hear.
Thank you.
So let's get into the American Dream series. So tell me, when you think of somebody who has achieved the American Dream, who comes to mind to you and why?
Sylvester Stallone. He came from nothing, actually sold his own personal family dog, to his dismay, to help his family achieve eating and surviving. Was able to rise to the top even with his facial deformity, which was something from birth, or a birth defect from the birth canal. He ended up having a nerve severed. So he had something that was going to be there for life and was able to rise above. And now look at him. He's a multimillionaire and an icon for all of us.
I love Sylvester Stallone. We were just talking. I love to follow him and his brother Frank Stallone online. I think mainly on Twitter and Instagram. They're hilarious.
They are.
Yeah, and it's funny that, you know, they're not of the social media generation, but they've kind of crossed over. And of course, you know, the Rocky movies just kind of never get old. They're just so inspiring.
Absolutely. I love watching them.
So what inspires you to do what you do here with the Unleash Foundation?
The biggest thing that inspires me is I have a personal relationship with every person that we have helped. There's been 28 of them. They all have my personal cell phone. Looking in their faces and knowing that they know that their animal is going to not go back home with them if we don't do something, whether the dog or cat is going to die right there, or whether we have to euthanize it, or they'll have to give it to someone that can't afford to do the work that needs done.
So tell me, what is the biggest obstacle that you have faced?
Oh, geez. When this organization first started, I had somebody tell me that I couldn't do something, and I actually did do it, and it worked out really well, because look at us today. We've helped 28 animals, and we're inspiring to help another 28 next year.
I think that while that's an obstacle, I think being told that you can't do something is, for some of us, the biggest fuel in your fire to say,
yeah, it definitely did.
It sounds like you're saying, I'm going to prove you wrong, and you have.
I did.
And I think the 5K last year, so the 5K that you did last year was your first one, and tell me how it went.
It went amazing. We had a really hot day. We had a lot of people show up. I believe we topped 220 runners on our very first run, and we had about 90 walkers. Everybody was pleased, and to date, before my last calculations, we were at that or above that. So our goals have been actually met and above. We're above.
I'm a runner myself, and I run some local races, and I know for a first-time race, I think you achieved and exceeded goals.
We definitely did. We had a $10,000 goal last year, and we not only met that goal, but we doubled the goal, and we were able to put 100% of that money back into the organization. We have no paid positions, and everything that we did at that event, even down to the ice, was donated.
That's amazing, for folks here in Central PA.
Mm-hmm.
So I know as a runner, one thing that everyone looks at as far as a race is location and course. So tell us where the race is this year.
Okay, the race is back on City Island again. We will be going a counterclockwise loop for the 5K on City Island. We changed things up just a little bit this year. You will run around the island, then across the bridge, up Front Street, past the Sunken Garden, make that loop, come back down, and then you'll be finishing in front of the Carousel Pavilion this year.
And one of the other things that runners look at too is the cause. So obviously this is something that a lot of people really relate to. So the cause is good, and I think probably the third most important thing is swag. Everybody wants a shirt.
Oh yeah.
And I know I wear your tank top, because it's a tank top versus a t-shirt, so that kind of stands out, and it's very good quality, and we'll be showing some of the swag, here today as we're on site. So,
yes.
What color is the shirt this year?
This year it is going to be a light blue, like a washed out blue, more like the Libre's gift and Unleashed Foundation t-shirts that we sold. It will be that same type of material.
So what are some of your goals with the Unleashed Foundation? What are you hoping to achieve?
Well, obviously my number one goal is always to help as many pets as we can. The second goal would be to try to expand out so that we don't need to just keep it here at Dillsburg Veterinary. We'd like to try to get some additional doctors involved that would be willing to give up their services to help the pets that in need. Right now, if it can't be done here at Dillsburg, it doesn't get done, because we need to be able to pay for this, and that would take a large chunk. Dr. Pryor and his staff does all of the services for every animal for whatever the cost of the materials would be.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, that's really amazing.
Thank you.
I didn't know that. So Mickey, what do you think the American dream looks like to you today?
Well, for me, I believe the American dream, actually I think the American dream is something that's actually coming back. I think more people are starting to pull together. For those that know about Libre and know that I'm at the Capitol with Janine and Libre as many times as I can get there, as well as Kristen Trullo and the senators, I believe that it's all of us pulling together. Look what we did with the law. We pulled together, and that's what it's all about. The America needs to stay together. We need to pull together and quit fighting and pulling each other apart.
And we need to do what's right when we have a need like that. And there were
Absolutely.
a lot of people, I think, really behind you for that law. Now, let me ask you this. Do you know, is that the first time an animal has ever testified, so to speak, here in Pennsylvania?
As far as I know, it is the first animal that has had that much free roam and that much voice in the Capitol. Yes.
So it sounds like the American dream is still alive here in Central PA.
I totally believe in it.
Okay. So the Unleashed race, again, is what day?
It is July 28th. It begins at 8 a.m. We would like sign up at 7 over on the island at 7 a.m.
And how can somebody sign up today?
They can actually call me here at Dillsburg Veterinary, 432-7031, and I'll be more than happy to walk you through anything for the race.
Okay, and can they sign up day of?
Absolutely. We do have sign-up tables there, and we will be more than happy to help you.
Now, with it being summer, and if somebody's on vacation or, you know, they're just not in the health where they could run or walk, what other ways could they help you out, Mickey?
Well, we do have volunteer positions there, and anyone is welcome at any time to help. It doesn't matter if their disability or incapabilities. We would make sure, because we want everybody to be involved and feel the same way that we do. As far as financially, they can call me here at Dillsburg Veterinary anytime. I will be more than happy to help you come up with a plan that works for you, whether it be a one-time donation, a monthly donation, or once a year, whatever it is. I'll be more than happy to talk you through it.
So what we're going to do today, everybody that's watching, is we are going to put a Donate Now button on this video so we can help out the Unleashed Foundation. If you're an animal lover, I think that's something you can make a one-time donation, and I know they'd really appreciate it here. And we'll get some information about the sign-ups. You guys have a website?
Actually, unleashedfoundation.org.
Okay, so we'll get that out there as well, so you can follow them, follow their work, and share that information with somebody who you may know that is in need, that maybe can't afford medical bills for their animal, or somebody you know that may want to donate, and kind of keep things moving here.
We need the donations to keep it going. Absolutely.
So, Mickey, at this time, I'd like to thank you so much for taking time to meet with me today. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Thank you. We
And,
appreciate it.
Yeah, and we definitely appreciate all the work that you do. So thank you so much for
Thank
everything.
you.
You're
I
awesome.
love
Thank you so
doing it.
much.
Thank you.
All right, and we will be back Friday in Mechanicsburg with Tanya and Abir Saruji Allen at Eye Candy, talking about the Conference for Women coming up on October 31st, and how you can help nominate a woman that is extraordinary. So that will be Friday at 10 o'clock back here on Simply Social Stories. You all enjoy the day. Thank you.